Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a general reading for Cancer from the 9th to the 12th of July 2018. I've put the decks I'm using down in the description box, and so please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. I'm using the Gypsy Witch deck just to get a general reading for the energies for that week, and then I'll do the general tarot reading. So let's begin. So the main card or the main theme for this week is, a celebration, maybe meeting friends, getting together, having a bit of, socializing with with some of your friends and people. With this card of the ring next to it, it might be an engagement party. It may be something that you're celebrating, a contract of some sort that has come. That has happened. So some contract that you're celebrating. So a lot of meeting of friends over there. In the past, you've got the fish and the stork. So maybe you've changed residence because you've managed to make some extra money coming in, and so you've changed residence recently. So moved house recently. There's some shift of residence that has happened quite recent. So on your mind is the Tower. So maybe you're thinking about, maybe you're not feeling so well of late, or you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. So maybe this particular get together with friends is a good thing to get you out of that loneliness or feeling by yourself. And you've recently received some sort of communication. Maybe it was an invitation to a party, and that is what you're going to. So some sort of communication has come in. It might have been a invitation to this gathering that you're going to go to. And this gathering is obviously celebrating some sort of contract. And this contract has, it's going to bring in a lot of luck, a lot of abundance, and a lot of growth within your life. Something that makes you very happy to do. So it could be an engagement party, but it could also be some sort of business contract that has now come to be. So you've managed to secure some sort of business contract, and you're very happy, and you're having some sort of celebration regarding that. So those are the general energies for the week. So the tarot spread, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and cut them. Okay, so the general energy for it is the High Priestess. So you are following a lot of your intuition. Maybe you're spending a lot of time by yourself, and maybe you're doing some further studying, suddenly acquiring knowledge and wisdom, and you are going by your instincts to do things. So, there might be some secrets that are being kept from you, and you are aware of that. So you are looking into discovering, anything that is not being revealed to you. And you're just really basically sitting and waiting. So it's an energy of just, waiting for things to happen, and just waiting for maybe the cycles of the moon to change so that things things grow. And you are consulting your higher self, the person within you, and you are following your instincts quite a bit. So that is the energy for the High Priestess for the week. So the main situation is, you are in a situation of stability. You might be worried about money at this particular moment, and it might be causing you a lot of anxiety and stress. You may have had a loss of some sort. The Three of Swords is usually a heartbreak card, but it could also signify just a general emotions and thoughts about loss. So you may have had some sort of loss that has made you, it's taken the abundance out of your life. So you don't have that much of money in your hand anymore. You have to live really frugally. You have to save and scrimp as with things around you. You can't be as lavish as you used to be. You got to make sure that you're not spending too much. So you're hanging quite tightly onto your money and making sure that you are going very, very slowly on all your resources, and it's causing you a lot of worry and depression. surrounding this feeling of being very restricted. So you're feeling a bit restricted there. So in the last year, you've got the Three of Wands, where you've been waiting for news about your projects. You've put out things and you've been hoping that you get some good returns on all your investments and all the things that you've been doing. So you've had ideas, you've put them out, and you're waiting for a return to come. So waiting for the postman really to bring you some news. So you're waiting for some good news to come in. In the last 3 months, you've been, it's the Four of Swords, so you're feeling very tired, very stressed, very restless. You need a break. You want to get some time by yourself. And I think all the stress has been causing you to get even more depressed. So you really do need to take a break. This card says you need to take some time off, put the work aside, turn your back on it, and go and do something really silly. This girl is like blowing bubbles over here, so you need to go and do something silly, and that's got nothing to do with work. So take some time off. You need some downtime. And although you are spending a lot of time thinking about how you can conquer the situation, how you can be a winner, and you're really focused on getting the better of the situation, making sure that you come up on top. So maybe too much of energy is going on that, and that is causing the stress in your life. This seems to be like a very high-powered job that you're doing with the Seven of Wands. You're working very hard. You're sorting out through a lot of problems. So a lot of stress coming through from work, and you're sorting through these problems. People are seeing you as a very professional person, and your mom are keeping on top of it, sorting out through things one at a time. You yourself has got the Five of Wands, so a lot of arguments and disagreements happening around you in your work situation, maybe in a family situation, but definitely nobody's seeing eye to eye about anything, and you are slapdash in the middle of it. So you need to tell people where to get off, and you need to tell people what your opinion is, because nobody's listening to anybody as far as the situation. There's a lot of dissent, a lot of arguments, disagreements, and people do see you as a person who is a very strong person, and a person who gets things done. So a person who's able to channel their energy and get things moving, and that is how they see you. So if you want these situations of disagreements and disharmony to go away, you need to just take charge and say, this is how it's got to be done, and I am in charge now. So maybe that's the way to go. You're worried that whatever you've invested is not going to pay off, and that is on your hopes and fears with this Seven of Pentacles in the hopes and fears part. So you are worried that you're not going to get the financial abundance that you want, or you're worried that your investments are not going to pay off. So the final outcome card is the King of Cups, Judgment, and the Hierophant. So the King of Chalices says that you might need to spend more time with your family. You have definitely been neglecting your responsibilities, and you need to start focusing on emotionally supporting your family, which you may not have been done since you've been so focused on your work. So need to spend time with your family. And the Judgment card says you've got to put aside all the things that happened in the past, maybe reinvent yourself, bring yourself out into a new light, so that people see you in a new light. Take all the lessons you've learned from the past and put it into your future plans, and move on from that old situation. It also says, with the Hierophant, you might need to get back into higher learning. You might need to consult some sort of expert with regards to any issues that you're having within your work, about your money. Maybe consult a financial expert, a banker, somebody who helps you control your money, so that you don't have this problem where you're short of money all the time. So maybe you may need to get some sort of financial advice on how to manage your finances, and that will take you out of any kind of stress or upset that you're feeling, especially if you're now in this phase of the Three of Swords, where you're feeling very, very upset and very depressed. It's about time now that you consult somebody who can give you some sound financial advice, and tell you where to go from here. So a need to spend more time with your family, less time stressing about money, and go and ask for some financial advice if you need it. Okay, so I'm just drawing 3 cards from the Angel Tarot just to get some advice. So the first card is the Eight of Earth, that says skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So maybe you will need to do some sort of higher learning, higher education, hit the books again, as they say, get retrained to do something that will improve your financial situation. And the second card is the Page of Air, which says challenging information, delays to plans, the truth delivered without tact. So there might be a little bit of information or truth coming your way, maybe hard to listen to. Maybe it's about your money situation, and maybe people are going to tell you you're overspending or you're doing too much with it, and this is how you should do it. And it may be something you don't really want to hear, but it is something you're going to have to. And the Seven of Earth is the last one. It says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So you are going to get some benefits coming in, something coming in, and there is a harvest. You just have to relax and say whatever you've invested in is going to pay off, because you are worried about, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Earth, you are worried about whether or not your investments are going to pay off, or whatever you've done, if it's going to bring any rewards. And this says, yes, you just have to wait a little bit, have a little bit of patience, and don't worry, because your harvest is coming in. So the money that you need will be coming in. If you want to do this a new job, that one that you're vying for, that will come in. You might it'd be a good idea to seek some sort of financial advice in order to manage your monies, so that you don't worry so much. And that comes in with the Hierophant. So going back to traditional ways of thinking, and also just asking for some expert advice in managing your financial situation. So I hope that that's helped for that week, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this message has resonated with you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.